suggested hoodwink for the Ravens, but Infinity banned it, so we got a Dark Willow now. What do you guys think about Dark Willow? Why would Ravens pick her here?
Queen of Pain.
Huh. I don't know why they would pick Dark Willow. I feel like she's one of those heroes that I just liked because I personally like her, but I don't actually rate her like that highly. She's not that strong right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe they want a combo with like Mars or even
Seconds
Puck.
remaining.
I don't
If
know.
you're gonna combo with Mars, just take the Snapfire, right?
Radiant team banned.
Yeah, I think so.
Rada team banned.
You guys think
The
they
thing
can
about-
Ravens pick Puck here?
Huh?
Can?
Yeah.
They can.
Against Queen of Pain, it's pretty decent. You have the combo with Dark Willow. Just use the Pango as offlaner, and I think they're fine.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
like,
if they pick Puck, they'll lack physical damage and tower damage.
yeah, you're right.
5 seconds
Yep.
remaining.
That's true. Maybe a Lash. He doesn't cover the physical damage department, but he has a good tower pressure.
Tiny?
Radiant
Like
team
it's still
banned.
tiny.
Yeah, I like the Tiny actually.
Yeah. I mean, the Quap will have a alright lane, but I feel like Tiny would help cover up their initiation if they, screw up the hook initiation.
Mm-hmm.
10
By the way,
Tiny.
this Pango won't
I'm
have a
not-
game.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Actually, now talking about series, it's pretty hard because you have the horror of the Beachmaster, you have a Rubik that can steal the roll, and you have Treant Protractor with
Overgrowth.
overgrowing. It's so hard to play Pango this game.
So that's the dilemma now, Sherlock. Do you let this Pango be offlane and be lower on the net worth priority, or you just put it mid and hope it gets his items? Okay, so Nature's Prophet is up.
Wait, it is an offlane Nature's Prophet or a position one Nature's Prophet? I'm so confused at the moment.
I can't know yet.
Like both three cores are so flex. Like Pango. Dutch
I really
and
like
Nature's-
Nature's Prophet against Queen of Pen mid, by the way.
Yeah,
It's,
whatever
it's a
they
favorable
middle,
matchup
yeah.
for Nature's. It's very
Nature's
good for
Prophet,
Nature's Prophet
yeah.
mid.
Okay.
So you still think Ursa's fine here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Still fine.
Yep.
I think Ursa is a
mega
pick.
fine.
As Magic says, like amazing hero with Ursa is so good with Treant Protector.
Yep.
It's amazing against Pudge. He doesn't care at all against Nature's Prophet, I think.
Yeah, he builds
So-
Battle Fury. He always has the Quelling Blade if he needs. He can jump above trees. He's okay.
I feel like it is their best pick for them. Sven.
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 Not bad.
Sven.
What's kited a little bit? If he gets the jump, he'll be fine. If he doesn't, he might just get kited by a lot of the heroes.
I don't like the matchup against Pudge. I think Ursa would be better.
Yeah.
I mean, like Infinity has so many controls. Like I think you don't care about Pudge, to be honest. You have, as I said, they have Beastmaster, they have Treant Protector, even Rubik can help his Vayne if he got Rook or something like that. I think the Infinity draft is way better, to be honest. I like his
Raven's
Vayne
draft
again.
looks
So.
really fun though. You have to admit,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
draft is fun.
I'm with you, Magic. I'm with you.
All of the heroes just look. Oh, I don't mind playing any of them.
I feel like Raven's draft is like a pub draft. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a pub draft, exactly.
That's the fun. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
I hope they put the Nature's Prophet mid. I really do.
Yeah. I hope so. I'm with
Alright.
Infinity as well, by the way.
I
Infinity,
think this
Magic.
is one of the fastest drafts we've seen. Yeah, I'll go with Infinity on this one as well.
Nice one, nice one. So let's hear it from our casters. Take it away. It's Rada and Crucio.
Парни, что он делает?
Soon.
Prepare for battle.
I hear Dark Willow laughing.
I think Charlene just died.
Yo, you know what you need to do, Leo?
Oh.
Do the wink.
Wink.
Do the wink. Nice.
No?
Maybe one
It's
more.
shame for Sherlock to do the wink.
I'm worried about Charlene.
Leo,
Let's go
maybe-
to our casters, Rada and Crucio.
Do the wink, Leo.
A little bit of a good morning silliness happening here as the first game of the day was what we'll chalk it up to. Here with me for the first time is Crucial. How are you doing, brother?
Oh man, I am levitating right now. Look at us, man. Here we are in the DPC casting this great game. I'm just so excited. Really interesting drafts here coming out, for our first game ever together in the DPC. Infinity, both of their offlane is they both have their comfort heroes, the Rubik and the Beastmaster. It's both their most played heroes, but they're kind of playing it into a nightmare lane, So, as a Beastmaster player myself, they picked the Beastmaster into the Crystal Maiden, which I found pretty interesting. And then the Pudge, if he hits a hook on that boar, that's it's basically an XP tome. So that's something to look at here in this game. And they picked the Sven into the Sprout, which can be really scary too. So there is, they mentioned in the panel, there's a lot of control. So yeah, man, this is an exciting looking draft here, and I'm excited to get into this game with you, buddy.
Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's get to it, man. As I can match your excitement tenfold. As for the first thing that you mentioned, the Wild Axes build is the way the Devil has decided to start out the lane. We'll see if he opts to continue that way. I don't see why he wouldn't. But so that's his answer a little bit to the CM Tome as well as the CM Pudge Hook combo, at least from the boar perspective. As we are going to have a little bit of a pause, of course. It's the beginning of the game, so we have to have a pause in SADPC. But yeah, man, is there anything else looking around the map that is wild and exciting to you? What do you think is going to happen in this mid lane matchup? Leo style Quap versus the PP Pangolier.
Well, I mean, this should be Quap favored. PP's a heck of a player, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it draw fairly even, but I would expect Leo style to get off to a nice start here. Bottom lane, this should also be, this should be Dire favored, I imagine, for Ravens. Ravens has pretty strong lanes in general, just on the side lanes. I mean, going back to top lane again, even though he's going for the Axis build, which I think he was forced into, it's still really scary, right? They don't have much to counter out the Frostbite hook combo. So I think once there's a couple levels in the top lane, it's going to get really dangerous for Infinity up here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the Frostbite into hook combo is something that we've seen over and over again. As the panel mentioned, it's becoming a very popular combo. But this bottom lane, it's a lane that we've not seen. We've not seen this Dark Willow, I feel like, in about a year, if not more than that. Is there anything that you can see that prompted them to pick the Dismar Dark Willow? Or do you think that was just kind of, you know what, let's throw something at the wall and see what sticks?
Hey, I mean, control's pretty good in Dota 2. So she has that in spades. She's got that big ult she could throw out that could really turn a team fight. I didn't see anything specific. I feel like it ended up being really good because of the Sven, right? So,
Sure.
I wonder if we see the Superman Sven return here, because there is so much kite on the map here for Ravens. So maybe we see an Ags later in the game to kind of deal with that. I think there's, whenever I see a Sven versus Nature's Prophet, the famous Arteezy play comes to mind immediately. It's not a hero that wants to build a Battle Fury or anything weird like that. So. Maybe the Ags will be a response, unusual, but a response to that.
Yeah, because I mean, he has to have a way to get out of that Sprout, or else he's just going to be kited for the majority of his God strength. So we'll see what creative little situations that Marianne finds himself and what solutions, or Mariano rather, I apologize. We'll see what solutions that he finds himself in, which I think that is one thing to point out. This is Mariano. You got a hook?
We're okay. Yep, we're okay. We're okay.
Okay, we're okay. So this is Mariano playing carry. So I guess Adrian is not on the team today. He's not standing in. So that is one thing to point out. We'll see if Infinity continues to have such a good performance as they had in the Adrian era, now in the Mariano era. We'll just have to wait and see, as that is a courier going to be picked off by Dismar. And now the supports just slapping into each other. A bit of a sleepy laning phase here. Still 3 minutes in, we've not seen first blood, Crucial.
Yeah, it was kind of, you know, the South American region is famous for the aggression and the speed, and a little bit slow to start off. Maybe taking mercy on me on my first DPC cast, you know, just let me get used to it, you know. So appreciate
Sure,
that,
let you
boys.
get your
Good
feet
looking
wet.
out. Good looking out. Yeah, why not?
And that's what we were talking last night, and I was telling, like, they've mastered the controlled chaos, right? Like, it's no longer let's just like ram our heads together like we're a couple of rams or something like that. It's now to the point where we waiting for our timings. As soon as we hit them, we're gonna go. And talk about a go. We've got the frostbite into hook combo. There's gonna be a lift, drag back, first blood, fairy fire. Oh, it's not enough. Kara gonna go down first. Gnek picking up first blood. Now Dot chasing forward. A fairy fire coming out from Devil. It's a man fight in the top lane. It's a double kill for Gnek.
Wow, look at these guys go, man. I was not expecting this lane to go so well in the top. I thought it was really scary for Infinity, but just proving they have the damage output there with the wild axes and the aura to out-trade the enemy there. So that's a great start. That's a big deal for them. You know, Beastmaster is a mega timing-based hero. That hero feels like it does nothing, you know, if you get off to a poor start. So going to be really important for him to hit those timings on his Devil, and that's going to help tremendously to get that double kill there.
And that's a weird bit of dichotomy up there in that top lane, isn't it? Because Pudge is a hero. He likes to just sit. Oh, Stifling Dagger. Dead Pango. Maybe that swashbuckle was a bit ill-advised. But, yeah, because the Pudge, he likes to sit in his lane for as long as he possibly can. And the Beastmaster likes to kick you out of lane as fast as he possibly can. So it's a bit of an interesting dichotomy up there, and we'll have to keep our eye on that storyline as the game progresses and see who gets their way, essentially. As right now, the Pudge is ahead of the Beastmaster by about 400 gold. Maybe a bit of a go play. The hook is going to bring Devil in. Where Wild Axes out onto Sarah. Here comes Dismar with the TP, but the Bramble Maze not going to connect. Now the Frostbite, that is going to secure the kill onto Devil. So that rotation was not wasted, and a kill they desperately needed. Benjaz now being aggressed upon. They know that the support is not here. He's just going to TP home and then teleport his way back out to lane.
Yeah, very early rotation from the 4 there, but Benjaz is having a game. Really, the Ravens are out to a pretty good start other than mid. Doing pretty well in the side lanes, and we know that the Ravens, they tend to do well in the laning phase, so not surprised to see that here, but based on the matchups, I guess I am a little bit surprised at how well these side lanes have done.
This will come in handy.
A little bit of an interesting move that we just saw. Devil TP'd into the mid lane to do the bottle refill. That's something that we see a lot with supports. But I don't think that I see it very frequently with the offlaner, especially somebody like Beastmaster who just wants to live inside of his lane, but decided that the loss of creeps isn't going to be too much, or maybe he wasn't secure in his positioning, wasn't sure where Dismar was, and didn't want to repeat the deaths.
Sure, that's how you can turn that lane into a loss real quick, is just the double death with the TP on cooldown. So we do see that he picked up the boar at level 4, so gonna feed one away to the Crystal Maiden real quick there. Be curious to see what his skill build is like going forward here, since there are such easy ways for Ravens to deal with his boars at this point. And yeah, the Vanguard's done on the Pudge, so I'm not sure if this Beastmaster is going to be able to eject him from this lane. I think that, you know, that tug of war that you mentioned earlier, I think it looks like it's going to go in the Ravens' favor there, as the Devil isn't really contesting that lane. The true test is going to be when the Helm of the Dominator comes out. So if there is an opportunity for Devil, it's going to be right there.
Now, as a Beastmaster player, would this be a type of situation where you would be calling for your Queen of Pain to rotate up top to try, or a support to rotate up top to try and get a return kill? I mean, Treant, not really necessarily a rotating hero all that much, but or are you just content to just kind of farm your triangle and farm the wave when it pushes under your tower?
I think when you have a Vanguard Pudge in the lane, it's a little bit early for that. Like I said, I think he needs to get that hot D up first before he tries to do anything. The level set, he's a level behind the Pudge as well, so I think that's a little bit premature. It's 7 minutes in, so it's okay at this point. We're not approaching disaster area yet for not having that tier 1 tower down, but yeah, I think that's your timing there is that hot D, and then you want those supports to rotate over. Oh, mid lane, a little bit of action. No, okay, never mind. But there's a similar thing going on the bottom, right? Sven is holding up really well against this Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet wants to do the same thing. He wants to use the summons and take that tier 1 tower in the bottom lane so he can start moving around the map and kind of compress the map against this Radiant draft.
Yeah, and I mean that's a lane that we've not really gotten the opportunity to talk about as we're looking at the Beastmaster just farming up those stacks that he had made for himself. So I guess that is a nice recovery tool that he's able to do with the Wild Axes build. But so far, I mean, this lane is pretty much split even down the middle. Mariano, oh no, here's a rotation.
Mariano?
PP coming in, but the stun to cancel. Curse Crown is about to pop, but they've decided we're calling off the dogs. We don't want to dive that deep. There's TP spots that we cannot see. So they're going to err on the side of caution. Frostbite, Rolling Thunder now coming in. Oh no, it was pump fake twice. Nope. Decided not to go on to Leostyle. Now we're going to smoke up. I wonder if the Dire was able to see that. You can see the pings. They want to go for this Pudge. Use this Arcane Rune to good use.
It's funny, right? We saw this
smoke. Now we're going to Blink
play.
Strike forward. Ripping through the health of God with the magic spells. Oh, the Savage Roar going to be used, and with the ultimate, they're going to rip Dodd down. But now here comes the Rada throw here, and PP going to come in, Rolling Thunder. It's only going to connect onto one. Leostyle able to blink himself up to the high ground. Bench has even PP'd in here, trying to be a part of the action. Now finally, PP is going to find Leostyle, but Leostyle even gets the Bounty Rune steal. Quicker fingers, able to get himself out of dodge before the swashbuckle damage came through as well. So that engagement came up all infinity.
Yeah, I wasn't sure they were going to be able to bring down that Pudge. He's so tanky right now. The early... Oh, we have another engagement mid. Looks like they might just exchange pleasantries here and go along their way. But we saw that exact... Okay, they're all grouped up mid here. I'm trying to get a...
It's the bottle secure, or it's the rune secured, buddy. It's every time. At the 10-minute, 8-minute mark, 12-minute mark, we're going to be seeing these rotations coming in mass. They highly value these runes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say real quick that we saw that exact same play from Infinity early in the season. Recently, too, where they try to go mid, they don't get it, and they immediately smoke up and go gank the top lane. It was successful last time, too, so... I'm a little bit surprised that Ravens didn't expect that, since this is a play that happened before, but... great rotation from Infinity, just making really quick calls there and getting a really important kill on the Pudge.
Yeah, and I mean, with that Dodd, he's going to go down to the bottom lane here. Benjaz teleported in. We have 4 heroes down here. Well, now 3, because the Dark Willow is rotating, and we're trying to secure this bottom tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, up top, it looks like they're going for the trade game, as they have a hefty creep wave, as well as the siege wagon in towed, able to secure that top tier 1 tower. And now all eyes are going to start turning to mid, and I feel that we're going to have a clash on the horizon here, Crucial.
Yeah, look how mirrored these teams are right now. Like, the offlaners are the exact same position. The towers fell almost at the exact same time. Okay, it's really important for Ravens to, if they're going to try to get this tower.
Frostbite. Oh, the hook connects onto the creep. Unfortunate. Curse Crowd is on to connect. But again, we're just slapping a little bit here. The Bramble Maze. Oh, but a good wand charge there. Going to get Connect back up to full HP. Benjaz going to start to TP in here. We're going to have a full-on team fight. I do believe the Sprout out onto Connect. Rada, he's hanging out in the area, but they're just going to cut the support out to dry.
Oh, here comes Devil.
Oh, Devil coming in. We have a TP in from the Queen of Pain as well. Leostyle going to drop the ultimate. It connects onto 2. PPV brought down fairly close. Dismember now onto Devil. They have no way to cancel this. Mariano being brought down low. Savage Roar tried to keep the carry alive. He's tried the Warcry runaway. It looks like he's going to be successful. And now the stolen, the lift into the Frostbite. They should be able to get a return kill onto Sarah here.
Okay, just exchanging pleasantries again there. Just gonna trade support for support. That's a cool little synergy there. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but the speed boost from from Roar and the speed boost from Warcry, they're going to be scooting if they use those two spells together.
50 FPS. We're
That's
gonna have a
nothing. I'm down to
pause
40, so.
as we do see the Sven. He's farming a bunch of stacks up here, and they've really done a great job of this Infinity here in the early game, as they had the 3 stack that they were able to take as the Beastmaster, and now I'm trying to count out creeps here. I believe that this is another triple, maybe a quad stack up here for the Sven to farm as soon as he hit that Mask of Madness timing. So this Sven, he's about to take the catapult up to the top of the net worth chart. He's already very close to there. He's just barely behind his Queen of Pain. And I mean, this Pudge, there's really no way for the Pudge to keep pace with the farming pace of the Sven, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Rot is a great tool, but I mean, nothing beats a free Battle Fury, right? So I meant to mention this. I mean, Ravens, they have a Sven problem at this point in the game. He hasn't died yet. He had a great lane. I think overperformed expectations in lane. I think Nature's Prophet and the Willows. On paper, I think they probably should have won that lane, but you know, Sven was pressuring the tower. That great move we saw earlier, that play they made to go kill the Pudge, that drew the Nature's Prophet away from that lane too, and they ended up taking some damage on the tower. So, yeah, I think this is something that Ravens needs to address, is this Sven problem they have right now. Need to find a way. Mariano not missing a beat without Adrian. Mariano is doing great.
Yeah, he's having a great showing of himself. Kind of interesting to me. I don't see anybody working on a Halberd. Of course, I guess they don't really necessarily have great Halberd carriers on the side of Ravens. So it's really they're going to be dependent upon Lockdown and Sprout to try to keep the Sven away.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they try to itemize against him. I mean, he is going to be a problem in this game regardless, but you know, they do have a lot of natural tools in their hero kits to deal with the Sven. So it'd be interesting to see if they choose to just kind of go for a burst, or they kind of get a lot of utility like we usually see in this lineup. Oh boy.
Oh, 5-man smoke. They're going to find Gnek, the hook complete. PP came in with the swashbuckle, but it is going to be Dodd who picks up the final kill. And with that, they're going to start putting pressure on this mid-tier 1 tower, feeling like they've paid the Pied Piper and they've earned the right to push.
And this Ravens lineup is online and ready to go right now. Obviously, you want that Ags from the Pudge as early as you can, but I mean, every hero on their team is ready to fight with the items they have. It's basically just they have the Orchid on the Nature's Prophet, and like nobody else, no other core has a finished item, but it doesn't really matter. Just their natural kits are built to fight right now and go play. So it was really important for them to get that mid tower all the way down, of course, with the Treant Protector on the map. You want to make sure you bring that tower all the way down, or it's just going to heal right back up. You know, we saw a little bit of a skirmish earlier there where they got some damage on it, and it just got healed right back up. So that's great for Ravens to take down that mid tower there and kind of open up the map a little bit more for themselves to try to address this Sven problem that they're having.
Getting very close to this Aghanim Scepter. We're only about, 1,400 gold away from having the Ags up on the Pudge. And now with the smoke rotation, we're trying to cause a bit of a hiccup in the plans. The Stifling Dagger out, tick damage. Sarah does go down. And now maybe we'll see a bit of a push
don't look at
this tier 1 tower.
Dyer's
No, he knew. He calculated the damage.
Oh, yeah.
He knew what was about to happen. He was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, he just wants to show off for the stream a little bit, you know? He knows he's got an audience.
bottom tower has fallen.
Great for Infinity to take down that tower. Closing in on the Super Helm is the Beastmaster here, Devil, and that's going to be a big timing for him, but it's kind of going to coincide with Dodd's timing as well. Sorry, I'm going to keep calling him Dad on the Pudge, but you know, it should be about the same time that Ags and that Super Helm is ready to go. So I think we're going to see a lot of clashing as soon as those two items are done. It's probably the timing they're both looking at. And it's actually going to be, it should be the Sven BKB timing. So usually if you're going to build that item this early, it's because you want to go party. So I think we're about to see a kickoff, Rada.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like these are the builds that we've been seeing from the CKs, from the Svens of this world, pretty much the entirety of the DPC, just going armlet, disassembling the armlet, getting the BKB flown out to you very quickly, and then just going back and completing the Echo Saber after the fact. And yeah, he already has the BKB complete, so we'll be looking to see if this is about a go time. There's already a smoke onto Gannett. We'll see if they want to link up with other options before. There's some movements being made, moving down towards the bottom half of the map, just kind of controlling this area. And I mean, you can see where the teams have dug out their trenches. They have the wards out. They know where it's safe to farm. They know where it is not safe to farm. And the Radiant Scan is going to come through on the Dire, so Devil knows that he's in a little bit of a tricky position here. Oh, from the fog, didn't get his hook canceled, or his TP canceled. So now maybe they just look to push this top tower and just trade T2 for T2.
Yeah, both teams are kind of in awkward positions right now. Or I don't think either one wants to. And they probably neither of them feel like they're behind, and they don't want to take this trade. They're both in weird spots to take a fight. Let's see what they do. I think they're just going to lose this tier 2 bottom, Rada. I don't think that there's any reaction from Infinity. Yeah, no. They're just going to let this go. So it's a pretty early tier 2 here for Ravens. And in an even game, this is a little bit surprising to me.
Oh, maybe there looks like they might be wanting to trade for Roshan.
Okay, that'd be a fair trade. Yeah, you got to trade it for something.
Late. And now the Dire scanned it out, so they know exactly what's happening.
They might have enough speed to get this done. Ooh, it's nope. Oh, here they come, Rada. Oh boy,
here they
the Ravens are closing in.
The fight is on the horizon. Terrorize gonna come out, connects onto the Queen of Pain, into the Bramble Maze. God gonna come forward. The Dismember though, it was immediately canceled. No, it's not even gone off, and that's gonna be the Sonic Wave. A good one to pass through too. As PP gonna come through with the Rolling Thunder into the Roshan pit. He goes. A lovely fight for the Rolling Thunder, but they realize that they don't have the damage here anymore. So that fight's coming up all Infinity, and they are going to get Roshan.
Man, a little bit of a surprising result. It looked like the Infinity was in a bad shape there as far as their positioning, but you know, the BKB on the Sven ready to go as well as the ult. So yeah, able to put out enough damage there to really turn that around. Leo got feared out, and I thought he was done, but his team was able to create enough chaos there to keep him upright.
Yeah.
And
as you can see there, I mean, really, it was the Savage Roar. It was the Savage Roar to stop the Dismember from coming out. I think that really bought the Queen of Pain time to drop her ultimate and get herself out of dodge, out of the danger zone. And now she's walking around with an Aegis of the Immortal in tow. This Queen of Pain currently sitting at 5-0-2. Leah style, he's having a good time.
Yeah, his net worth is okay. Oh, Rubik.
Oh yeah, gosh, Rubik. Yeah, they've got the damage. They've got what they need.
Yeah.
So Mariano is
maybe
Pepita.
Oh,
Mariano
okay.
is Pepita,
Gotcha.
and Pepita is Infinity's coach. So that's what's going on here.
Oh. Okay.
Just so that everybody is up to par. And Sven, he's going for the Blink Dagger this game.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything I see on the... Well, I mean, it's not uncommon to see these players just queue up a bunch of stuff and then make the decision later. So I don't think he's locked into it. Looks like has built the beginning of that BKB. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that come out first. So we'll see what he decides to do afterwards. Though. Oh, speaking of coach,
on to Mariano. Warcry able to get himself away. They don't want to go up that high ground. There are 3 heroes that are smoked up behind. And it seems like they are privy to this. I mean, really pretty decent vision around the map for the side of Ravens. So it's kind of really just process of elimination. We don't see them bottom. We don't see them under our ward here. We don't see them up top. So really, they probably all have to be behind Mariano. Oh, God, the God Strength popped through as PP just gets eliminated from the video game.
It did commit quite a bit, though, for that kill, so we'll see. This might be an opportunity for Ravens once PP respawns here. Kind of have, there's a BKB on Nature's Prophet now. Still a ways off on Pudge, but we'll see if they decide to try to take a fight with that BKB and Savage Roar down at the same time. There's going to be a good 30-second window or so here before Savage Roar is back up, and the BKB and God Strength is going to be a little bit longer. So see if they decide to make a play.
Whirling
Devil?
axes to find the Beastmaster. Now he's going to be orchid it up. He's looking for the TP. Do they have to cancel the Frostbite? They do. Freezing Field now dropping down on his head as Devil.
Oh?
They're going to back up here. Finally, they do have the damage to bring down this Beastmaster, but it did require the BKB. Dodd not going to be able to connect with the hook. Solved the Rubik a little bit too late.
Devil is dangerous right now. Oh, coach!
Pepita.
Save the coach!
Pepita, Benjaz coming in. Now he has the Sprout out onto Pepita, the Rolling Thunder. They have him surrounded. Down goes Pepita.
You gotta wonder if it's like it's a little bit more like if the coach like gets on him a little bit more when it's him that goes down. You know, it's like he's been trying to teach him how to play Dodo.
Farming in dangerous positions.
Right? Yeah. Come on, coach.
You got to be aware at all times when there's a Nature's Prophet in the game.
Just mocking him into the Discord right now. They'll probably save it for after the game. I'm sure they're laser focused right now. But
as now we do have a 3-man smoke up, hunting for Benjaz. Oh, blink forward. The Orchid is out. Oh, to return to Orchid. Sarah going to start to make the rotation around. So this is a 3-on-2 fight in so far. There's also PP in the area. The lift onto Sarah. Going to drag back Steel Frostbite. Oh, God. We're hunting for Benjaz still. Leah style able to pick up the kill. And now he's turning his attention onto Sarah. PP with the swashbuckle to disarm. Frostbitten again is Sarah. I hate it when you use my words against me. Is Sarah being held up by the Frostbite and brought down.
Yeah, nice double kill there. I don't know if you heard, but Murder Boots was really excited about it in the background. So Frostbite, a really gnarly spell for Rubik to get a hold of, just with the range he can use that. So able to pick up the 2 kills there, and even though the gold is even, it really feels like Infinity is on the offensive here. It feels like they're on the front foot. A lot of fights have been going their way. You know, I mean, like I said, the gold is basically even, but it doesn't feel like an even game, Rada.
Yeah, I mean,
see what Icebrook has to say about it.
Allocation of the gold, you know what I'm saying? Like, with this Finn, he's very farmed. He's having a good time. And I mean, the hero that's lagging behind for them is Devil. But I mean, Devil, he's got his drums. He's got his upgraded Helmdom. What else do you really need? What else do you really want on the Beastmaster? You've already got the check marks checked. So they're able to make these aggressive rotations. And I mean, also, they did have Aegis of the Immortal, and I don't think they ever even got the Aegis to pop.
No, I don't think so either. So, yeah, I feel like Devil's been really effective. Even like when we saw him get picked off there, he almost brought down Benjaz, you know, even though it was 3v1. So he is still really strong, even being a little bit behind. I mean, he's got the drums, he's got the super helm. Like, what else does Growing Boy need? Like you said, he's good to go. So, ooh, little defensive smoke here from Ravens. We'll see what the move they want to make here.
But the scan told them that there were heroes on this high ground. Oh, Devil. He has found out the Crystal Maiden. They tried to wrap around the far side. The blink in. The BKB comes out, but the Dismember is there. Onto the spin. We're pumping some damage into Pepita. Pepita now he's going to try to turn this around. Go through the Sprout. But all this time, Benjaz just pumping some damage in. Leo style from the backside with a huge ultimate that rips through 2. And now it's just PP that remains. After they do have Dismar on the buyback. PP going to swashbuckle, get himself to the low grab, but the Stormhammer does connect. The Bramble Mace to terrorize. It's not enough.
Rada, this is the most one-sided 3K lead I've ever seen in my life. It feels like Ravens just can't win a fight, even though the resources are fairly even, man. And that's Rex. There's no way they're going to stop this unless they want to commit a bunch of buybacks. I'm not sure that they don't even have buybacks, so.
Nope. No buybacks available for any of the heroes that are out. And this is definitely, as you said, it's going to be the tier 3 tower that goes down. Now they're turning their attention onto the melee barracks, going to force out the Glyph of Fortification from Ravens. As it's just the supports watching on, they do have reinforcements coming in just 3 seconds. So it might be a 1 lane of racks and back type situation, and they're going to throw out the Bramble, maybe trying to stop this. Curse Crown onto Pepita. But again, it's just simply they're able to get out of dodge, Delta split to make sure nobody else got stunned up by that. And everybody was all hands on deck, ready and available to help. Now we're going to make a counter play. PP going to come in. Rolling Thunder to cancel the TP. Devil looking like he's definitely going to go down here. But is that going to be the only one? Absolutely. Nobody else is even close. Netherrealm.
Basically
hunting
2 kills.
Rada. It's basically 2 kills. Yeah, they got the Helm Dom creep.
Yeah. But, you know, obviously you trade that for a melee Rax any day, so. Nice shot by Ravens to mitigate the loss a little bit, but I mean, that's the power of the Beastmaster, man. He's got all these auras, and you basically turn any team into a pushing team if you got a Beastmaster, just with all those auras, and able to take down that that melee Rex pretty quickly there. So, yeah, again, it's only a 3K lead, right? It's still, but I mean, it just, you know, with that Rex going down, it feels really one-sided right now.
Yeah, I mean, so let's imagine ourselves on the side of Ravens. What are some plays that we can make to answer this then? Is there anything that comes to mind as far as how we get this game back under our control?
Yeah, I think we need to get the lanes pushed out here and maybe maybe bait the Nature's Prophet or something like that. You know, like they need to find a dynamic advantage, I think, because these clashes are not going their way. They do have that global ability, so maybe bait somebody and with a smoke behind it or something like that. You know, just find a position maybe that you can fight on that's really good. But you know, the relatively static advantages are all in the favor of Affinity right now. So like I said, they need to find a position on the map where they can win a fight, or some heroes that are pushing out by themselves. But it's very difficult right now. You can see that Infinity's playing relatively together. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to split push to create those opportunities for themselves, are the Ravens.
Start creating some power play Dota opportunities is going to be something that and it should come so easily to a Nature's Prophet team, as the Roshan respawn is going to be a little bit of a long one, a minute still, until the big boy is back up on the field of play.
Dire are scanning.
And we see the Satanic done on I can't remember the coach's name. Well, I'm just gonna call him Coach. Coach has got the Satanic ready to go. Interestingly, didn't disassemble the Mask of Madness. He's got the 2 lifesteal items now, so he's ready to party. He's basically a vampire.
Basically a vampire.
BKB
Shout out Robert Pattinson.
Oh boy. I hate that that's the first one that comes to mind for you. Yeah, so we do have
the blink, the lift, the 4 stabs, pushing the Dark Willow back to safety, but Mariano, he will not be denied, as that is the dieback of Dismar, and Roshan is available in just 10 seconds.
10 seconds, yeah. Yeah, things going from bad to worse here. They did commit everything on the Sven, but I mean, these clashes have been going so badly, I'm not even sure if it matters. That Roche is going to be dead before the Willow respawns anyway, so. Who did commit buyback? I don't remember that happening. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it was in that fight. You know, that fight, that one there.
Yeah, that one right over there. Yep, it was up on the Dota map. Yeah.
Yeah, it was when they did that 5-man smoke play up the high ground where they had no vision. He bought back into the play when they got wiped. So, gotcha. Unfortunate buyback usage. They're going to put the Aegis yet again onto Leah Style and give the Aghanim Shard. No, we're going to pass this over to Leah Style as well.
Okay. Sure,
so no armor aura. Meanwhile, up in the high ground, there's a bit of fight. The hook, drag back onto Gnek. Gnek is going to fall. Crystal Maiden soon to answer that. Ooh. Oh gosh, that's going to be a huge wave, but it's not really there. Where is the damage to follow it up? Pumping the overgrowth. Now we're going to let it go as Devil. He's trying to retreat. Now here comes Papita. Here comes the man with the damage done, though. He is on a double kill. They're turning their attention onto the Treant Protector. Terrorize is going to come out. It connects onto 2. Feared up, silence now is the Queen of Pain. We have the Bedlam damage coming through. This might be the first death of Leah Style. He's going to blink into it. Oh, he has the Aegis of the Immortal. I forgot. That's going to be Papita. Papita, he goes down. Now they're going to turn their attention onto Leah Style ×2. Leah Style, he's trying to hang and bang a little bit. Now he's going to blink himself up to the northeast. Still running, still doing a little dance while he taunts his way to safety, hopefully. There's going to be another blink strike. And the hunt continues. Oh, Binjaz with the teleportation, the silence. They found him. 4-step forward from Sarah, but it's only going to pop the Lincolns. Now with the blink, he's looking for the TP. Do they have the cancel? Do they have the cancel? No! It was so close, but the hook came just a second too late.
Oh, Dodd knew exactly where he was, too. That was a really good hook. It was just a little bit late there, so. But look, hey, man, Ravens, they're still fighting. They're still kicking. They're still ready to party, man. That's that dynamic advantage that I was talking about early. They knew that the BKB and ult were down on Sven, so they're able to take a pretty good fight with that.
Oh, the hook drag got the whole onto Devil. The overgrowth almost kept him alive, but with that relocation ability, he was really able to make a mess of it. And then here comes the crazy chase that started. Mariano, he's going
right here,
to
the
bring
BKB.
himself in.
I wonder if that BKB was a mistake on Leo. I'm not sure that he should have thrown that with so little HP left instead of having it on the second life. So maybe just trying to salvage the fight a little bit too much, feeling a little bit too confident. But yeah, nice fight from Ravens, man. And we basically have an even game again, at least on the scoreboard.
They had a lift. We got a little bit of a tiff happening in the mid lane. Leo Styles coming out. Everybody just saying salutations. In case you forgot about the firepower that we're packing, just letting you know what the spells are available.
Quick reminder, yep. We got Beastmaster working on his bongo boots. A little bit under-leveled here, only level 17. He does have the BKB ready to go, though, so perhaps he'll be able to survive these fights a little bit better. He's out of drum charges right now. He's using them very liberally earlier in the game. I just saw him pop one, just like not even during a fight or farming or pushing or anything. But the bongo boots will reset that, but he's still a little bit of ways off, so... that's actually a little bit of a big deal for Infinity right now. Those bongos are really strong for this team. So we'll see if that becomes a factor.
Yeah. Working his way that way, he decided to stop first for a quelling blade. And I mean, you understand why, right? Dealing with this nature's prophet, anytime that he can sprout you, that sprout sets up for a hook. It sets up for all sorts of nasty, disgusting things that you would rather not have happen to your physical person. So, you know, having that quelling blade, able to get yourself out of dodge, that is definitely something that, you know, you can understand needing to spend the gold there. And I mean, really, the Beastmaster, he's working with open spots right now. He's got the BKB complete, he's got the upgraded Helm Dom complete, and then he's just got boots and he's got brown boots and drums. So, like, what else does he need these item spots for? Let's just go ahead and make use of it.
Yeah, Quap, same thing. She's got that item slot left, and it saved her life after that lost fight. So able to mitigate that a little bit. And yeah, I've noticed that Ravens has really done a good job with the vision game this game. For the most part, they're dewarding Infinity really well. Infinity doesn't have much vision on the map. Luckily, they do have a Beastmaster, which is a little bit of a vision hack. But Ravens has been doing a really good job with those wards. We see that really cheeky ward they got super deep by their bottom tier 3, enemy tier 3 bottom. We do have a smoke here, Rada. It looks like it's about to go down. The Ravens is
he's
going to
blink in. He found Bin Jazz. The lift is there. Blink daggers galore. The wild axes, and they're just able to cut through the nature's prophet. God, that just happened so dang fast, Crucial.
Yeah, and it's a shame too because like I was just talking about the great position Ravens was in, but I guess they didn't realize where Infinity was. It looked like they read that play really well. It looked like the star sense was going off, but maybe just Benja is not on the same page as his team there. Ends up giving up the tier 2 because of it.
Radiant's middle tower.
I almost guarantee he's looking up top at this tasty, huge wave that's pushing in. He was thinking about how he's going to teleport over there. And then, yeah, next thing he knew, he had a spin in his face.
Yeah. Maybe Dodds, that was part of the plan. You know, he didn't want to save him so he could get the wave himself. Mid lane, Devil? Gonna be okay. We do see the Halberd finished up on God here. Yeah.
Okay, so that's I thought I saw Halberd in the last fight that the spin he got disarmed. But yeah, I mean, I guess really Dodd, he's the hero that makes the most sense to pick that item up. As it looks like maybe they're going to be looking for another smoke play, but there's a hawk that just passed over them. Okay, now they have the D ward. They're able to see it. They're going to clear up the hawk here. We'll see if that opens up the route for a play.
Rada, check the inventory of Coach here. He's already got the answer. He's already got the MKB ready to go. So limited effectiveness there from Dodd's Halberd. So man, it's crazy that the Sven and the Queen of Pain are neck and neck. Leo's been doing great.
Rolling Thunder down onto the low ground. They had the vision here. We're coming in. Ben Jazz gonna teleport. But oh my goodness, we just blew up Dismar. It's support on supports that have fallen. Ben Jazz going for the BKB TP. Now they're focusing their attention onto PP. PP gonna Ogre Seal Totem and shield crash his way to safety.
Okay, just again exchanging pleasantries. Do support for support there. 4 for 4. Doesn't really, you know, even though it feels like Infinity's ahead, like normally that would favor the team that's behind, but since the gold's so close, that's literally just an even trade. So, but
Yeah,
we
I
did
guess
see
we don't
Sven,
really have. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Coach did expend the God Strength there, so he didn't use the BKB, but limited effectiveness from the Sven right now. This is how we saw Raven win a fight last time, is by taking advantage of these cooldowns. So we'll see if they make a play right now. Do Ravens? Yeah, they're gonna smoke up. Okay. See what they can catch. Oh, yeah, that top wave though. I don't think they can complete this smoke. Yeah, and you can see the
Blitz
pings
has
coming
always
out.
said, you gotta handle your creep waves before you can push, before you can do anything, smoke plays, anything like that. You have to shove out your creep waves. But maybe Prada will be the odd man out. He is gonna pop the smoke on PP, so PP is aware of his presence.
Coach.
Pinging in the wrong location, though. Good blink away as he was under vision was Pepita. 15 seconds
That's
to the
unfortunate.
Roshan respawn. The last one was about mid lane. Crucial, what are you thinking? Do you think fast respawn, long respawn?
I'm gonna call it long.
That's what I'm feeling too. 7
Oh, dang
seconds.
it.
Oh no. Cast your curse. Oh dear.
Oh man, they're not gonna have me back. This is gonna be my last DPC game. I was wrong.
You're just kicked out
Whoops.
mid-series.
My mic just goes dead. Okay, Infinity
Out of
smoked
nowhere,
up
a
though.
red light starts flashing in the back of your bedroom. As they're just like, yeah, no, your time is done. A hook will pull you off the stage. Shout out to the Acme Brothers cartoons.
I just gotta get pudged hooked off the stage here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So
So the Dire are
Everybody's aware
of the
now.
Roshan. Oh,
Yeah.
Gnek, he's coming
Those
in.
Radiant-
Mariano as well. Gonna pop the BKB, but Dodd with the hook is gonna save PP to the other side of the Roshan pit. Now Warcry, they're trying to reassemble the troops here, I believe, as things are a little bit awkward. Or
Oh,
maybe
this is
they're
so
just gonna
smart.
go high ground.
Oh, this is so smart. They're pulling him away or they're forcing the decision right now for Ravens. Because they committed everything on the Sven, right? Oh my god, I love this play so much.
Rainbow of TPs, but the TPs are coming too late. Now maybe they're looking for a pincer play, as they're still hanging out in the Roshan pit. They've not committed everybody to going back. Now there's going to be the Gleppy comes out onto the street. Now he's going to be drugged back with the hook. Rod damage, enough. Brought down Prada. Now the Terrorizer connects onto Leostyle. Curse Crowd's going to be there as well. Freezing field. We've got the damage. No, but the BKB, we're going to drop the ultimate. Trying to get away on Leostyle. He does get the blink strike up to the high ground. Meanwhile, able to find Dismar is Gnek. Going to bring down that kill, but Dodd with the bigger kill. That's 1,000 gold that goes in his pocket.
Gracious.
And I don't think that Pepita came to this fight at all. I don't think the
I'm not sure
Spin
he
was
did either.
here for this engagement.
Yeah, I mean, he used his whole kit, right? So it's about to be off cooldown now, but I think even with giving up this Roche, this is still a sweet play from Infinity to get that full Rax mid. And I think Ravens might have panicked a little bit. Well, oh shoot, the Egg Scepter is on the it got dropped as well. So maybe it's a more even trade than I thought. But man, I am just smitten by that call. It would have been so awkward for them to go back in with the BKB on this fence. So just that call to just run mid and force the decision. And Ravens, they didn't really even commit to Roche. I think they were a little bit confused by the call. They weren't sure what to do. A little bit of hesitation there. Doesn't end up costing them because they're able to win that fight. So it actually works out a little bit better if they had just done the straight up trade. So, but man, just smitten by that call. I'm gonna keep talking about it forever. That was a really cool call.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. That's the reason why we all tuned into these high-level games, man. Seeing these players make decisions in a vacuum that are so fast. Like they had a split second to make that decision, and yet they were still able to make the call, execute the call. And I mean, if they hadn't gone back for the Roshan, they would have been happy to make the trade. As the win probability graph, buddy, we're at about 50-50. Gepepe would be proud.
Yeah, and the biggest lead in the game comes from that Aghanim Scepter almost exclusively from Ravens. If you look at the chart, it's just that straight cliff. That's just an Aghanim Scepter that they picked up. A little Roche bounty too, but other than that, it's been an extremely even game.
Oh, well, as they were starting to put some pressure here onto the bottom tower, but instead they're just going to feed an Ancient over to Dodd. as he did TP in to help take care of this wave.
pop.
Oh no, they're realizing a power play. Leo style. Oh gosh, BKB trying to TP. He does get it off. And that is an issue
I can't believe
that
he didn't get the
going to
bash.
have. He just has bash. That's all they have to stop BKB problems.
You can bite him too. He got the blink, so they have two ways to stop the BKBs. But I'm pretty sure the swashbuckle connected, and I don't know what the percentages are there for not getting a bash on a swashbuckle, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad. So, you know, PP not finding the bash button on that swashbuckle there. I think we're gonna have an engagement here, Rada.
Teleported in, but Leostyle was able to get the blink strike away. Fleppy is only going to connect onto creeps. Terrorize thrown out, but it doesn't connect onto anybody. Bramble Maze got so close.
No way.
But they are all able to get the TP away. Everybody gets out scot-free here.
Oh, that's gotta be
That's some
so
Ocean's
frustrating
11,
for Ravens,
baby.
man. That really was. They got away with murder there. Yeah, they just robbed the bank and everybody got out by a single butt hair. So that's got to be so frustrating for Ravens, man. 'Cause we're kind of. I didn't expect to get here, Brett.
Oh, teleport in. They found Prada. Oh, also, they have found Gnek. The bite is in onto Gnek. Gnek is going to go down. Do we look for anything else? And again, just these fast plays coming out, catching these players unaware just a little bit.
Yeah, and I didn't think we were going to get here, Rada, but here we are in the late game, man. It's 43 minutes into the video game. We are officially in the late game. So, yeah, it's, you know, scaling is going to become a factor in this game. You know, the Beastmaster kind of tends to fall off at this point in the game. Savage Roar is always good, but that's kind of all he's going to provide other than the auras at this point. You know, that creep doesn't, the super creep doesn't scale very well. We're approaching level 25s around the map when things get a little bit weird. So, you know, the Sven, obviously the alpha carry in this game. And that's going to start becoming a factor. He's still got room to grow too. He's still holding on to an Echo Saber here, so it's a little bit of a surprise. Dodd is top of the net worth. Oh, wait, did he get the? No.
Well, no, that's his own eggs. That's authentic.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
he got the shard.
So
for
yeah,
it,
that's what I was
but-
thinking. Yeah, good for him. Who did they give that eggs to? Oh, the Crystal Maiden. Oh, cool. That's fun.
Yeah,
We'll
she's
see what he's
having a
able to
good
get done
time.
with it. Oh, he's got the BKB. Oh yeah, she's ready to party. Wow, I didn't realize how far ahead she is of all the other supports, man. That is a large Crystal Maiden right now. Just struggling in levels a little bit right now is the Crystal Maiden.
Now we have a 5-man smoke play happening. It really feels like Ravens have been in control. Oh god, just a quick dismantling of Dismar. But that is God strength used, so
Kablooey.
they'll want to get something else here. Now they're trying to loop up into the high ground. The blink to the blink, the bite,
Coach!
the defensive lift from Gnek, pushing Mariano to the other side. Now he's gonna come in with the storm hammer. Oh, but the overgrowth is there, holding them in place for the spin to just continue to whack into them. But BB in the Rolling Thunder, they're trying to find the spin, trying to maybe kite the spin out just a little bit. Now he's trapped. Oh, the lid, dragging him out, but it's not enough. The death of Mariano, as now Benjaz still coming forward, still coming in, as PB able to secure the kill onto Devil. Oh, Cleo style, getting chased about. He is going to be able to get the Blink Strike away. Oh, the force staff from Gnek. The lift. Blink, he is going to be
Awesome
fine.
stuff, Blink.
Oh, but the swashbuckle, they catch themselves Prada. Leo style
Pretty.
with the silence. I thought for a second that he was going to be looking for a play of his own, but no, here comes Benjaz teleporting in. This is looking like it's a terrible team fight. Oh gosh, going for the blink TP, and he's going to be able to get out of here A-okay.
Yeah, what an interesting fight. And look at Dodd's inventory, man. He still has the cheese. I noticed that earlier. He was carrying it around in his backpack instead of having it ready to go. He tried to swap it in late in the fight, but wasn't able to get it in time. So maybe a bit of a mistake there from Dodd that could have made that fight go a little bit better. But either way, a one-team fight. They took down that big fat carry who got kited out quite a bit in that fight. And, you know, signs of life from Raven, who's, you know, in this tournament, they've been struggling after the laning phase. Later in the game, they're really struggling to close out games, but Rada, they're sitting in good shape here, buddy.
Yeah, it's I think that I would have predicted a little bit of a different result. Of course, this is still game number 1 of this best of 3 series, and they've not even wrapped this one up. They do have an 11K net worth advantage, regardless of the scoreboard showing 26 to 18. As Ravens, they're just doing a good job playing the entire map, using that Nature's Prophet to their fullest extent. And I mean, and really just making things difficult for Infinity, asking questions of Infinity instead of the other way around. Oh,
Yes,
up in the top lane, they have found Gnek. Benjaz coming in. Orchid is there. He cannot get away. Benjaz with another one.
Yeah, it's 75 seconds, no buyback. That's a power play, Rada. So we'll see what they're able to, if they get anything done with it. They do still have the cheese on the pudge, so you know, if Coach doesn't realize that and he unloads his whole kit into this pudge only for him to press the cheese, that could turn a fight really quickly. You see Pangolier also quite large.
We're gonna take a look back at that fight there, as the freezing field, the BKB freezing field covered out, but
so
finally
much,
with the overgrowth, able to cancel that. But yeah, here's just the kiting of the Sven, not letting him actually get his hands onto anybody. And really, Benjaz just able to dominate this fight, really, is what it felt like.
Oh, speaking of fight.
Oh, in the
Gotta break it
triangle,
out.
we have another one. That's going to be the ultimate popped out. Onto Dismar. Now the Savage Roar. Onto Sarah, trying to control up these supports who have caused such a problem. Now here comes the God Strength. Pumping some damage out. Into Don. Don, he's going to eat that cheese. The play the crews are talking about finally has come into fruition. As now into the Sprout. Oh my god, it's just such a chaotic fight. Bouncing all
my
around his
God.
TP. Not letting him get a spell off. Now Devil, under the Cursed Crown. They will know exactly where he is. The bad little damage ripping through. Dead Beast Master.
Tower is under attack.
Uh-oh. This
Indeed.
game's starting to break open a little bit here. You can see, I mean, the Sven just can't play Dota if his BKB is on cooldown right now. You know, you'd think the Rubik he's got all the tools he needs to get him out of trouble, but it's really difficult. There's just so much control coming out of Ravens, like we talked about earlier, and if the Sven's not hitting, they're starting in the late game, they're having damage issues, you know. It's the Quap, she has decent right click, but her spells are really falling off at this point in the game. You know, you saw the Sonic Wave rip through a bunch of heroes to minimal effect here, so they really need to find a way to keep this Sven up and fighting in this game. And I believe we're going to lose a lane of Rax here, Rada.
Yeah, I mean, just look how fast the push is coming through.
The triangle?
Oh god. Leo style. Benjaz made the TP
no,
in.
really?
Oh no.
Yeah, disaster, man. And he's got the buyback ready to go, but I think he's good. Man, this might be 2 racks, Rada.
It's looking like the game is just about evened up, buddy. As this is going to be 2
It's
lanes
such
of
a
barracks
weird
that fall. They have lost 2 lanes of barracks themselves. And yeah, I agree, dude. This has been a bit of an awkward engagement here. But most importantly, the Prophet, he has 25. I mean, he's 27 now, so he can be anywhere on the map at any point in time.
Holy smokes, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we just rewind 2 minutes, this game was, the kills were heavily in favor of Infinity. They were 2 racks up, but they were down by like 15k. So, like, but it's just such a weird game, you know? And now, I mean, now it's completely broken wide open now. You know, I think the only thing that Infinity has up their sleeve right now is they do have this Sven with now he's got a refresher. That was a really smart pickup because we talked about how he can't play without the BKB. So now he's got the refresher, so he can play Dota twice. You know, he's got another God Strength ready to go. I love this pickup. This is so smart. This is why he's a coach, right? Coach might not have the mechanical talent of his players, but he knows what he's doing, right? So, yeah, I mean, I think the Sven is the only thing that Infinity has in their favor right now. So, you know, with the Raxes evened up, the gold lead, jeez, it's 30k now, Rada. Oh my goodness. It is completely opened up, so it's going to be really difficult for Infinity. They need to find a kill right off the bat in this fight to try to even out the net worth a little bit by just detonating 1 hero at the beginning and make it a 4v5. And with that refresher, it makes it a little bit more viable, right? Because then the Sven can reset. You can make it a true 4v5 or 5v4. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you commit all those
I'm
Sven
on the same
resources,
page.
but you can reset them. Yeah.
As now we have a
Here it
5-man
is.
smoke. Looking to make the play to save the game now. Gnek, they
Oh,
do see
there's a catch.
the Dark Willow, but Dodd, he's on the back line. They found Gnek. Gnek is gonna go down immediately. He has to buy back. No buyback on Dismar, and now coming forward. Oh, with the Lotus, it was reflected. The Satanic. Look at the damage coming through. Mariano, he's finally able to play the game of Dota 2. Benjaz now getting ripped to smithereens. The lift though, that's gonna. Oh, the Benjaz. I got the damage. It's gonna be the Agents of the Immortal. They've lost everybody else. As PP is the only one in the area. Buybacks galore. They're coming in. They have the outpost, so they're going to TP in. And it looks like they're just going to cut their losses, accept their victories. Oh no, the Gleppy is there. But the defensive lift to get to get Pepita to safety. But that is dieback on the Rubik. Buyback is going to come out from Prada. As this game is about as tense as it can be. The siege now onto the tier 3 tower. Oh, PP. Oh, the Abyssal. They found out Leostyle. Leostyle, he's trying to hang and bang, but he is going to go down. Immediately buyback on the Queen of Pain. Rolling Thunder coming through. Bounces onto Devil. Now down. Got to play forward. Get the dismember out. Onto Devil. Devil goes down. Oh, but the hook it connects onto his own Rolling Boulder friend. As that is going to be Mega Creep secured. Benjaz just smacking at objectives here. Doing the Nature Prophet game.
I think that's gonna wrap up the first game here, Rada. Yeah,
just waiting for the BKB. The BKB is available in just 1 second, so he's just waiting for the next round to go. Now he's gonna come in, but he gets crowded. He gets leashed. He's held in. The hook is there. Pepita, he's trying to do his best. He's trying to hang and bang, but he does not have the strength. And now Leostyle gonna commit the ultimate, but this game is over, Crucial.
It was almost the exact same spot where Arteezy got sprouted too. So, man, what a game though! Holy smokes, it was so close for so long, and we talked about how it got weird with the advantage going to infinity on so many things except for the net worth. And Ravens, man, they able to close one out. They've had trouble with it in this tournament, but they got the win. That was a great game, Rada.
Yeah, great win, and honestly, I feel like at this point in time we can call it a bit of an upset. Right, because Infinity, they're at 3-3. Ravens, they're at 1-5. So in the 7th fixture of the DPC, Ravens maybe just trying to turn some things around here. And a great game from them. They had to play under fire, so many different situations. I mean, you think back to the Roshan play, right? Where they were taking the Roshan, and Infinity was like, okay, cool, you have better positioning there. I'm just going to take your tier 3 towers instead. And yeah, they just they were under fire, feet to the flame the entire time, and yet they were still just able to keep their wits about them and make the game-winning plays. As dude, just what a game by Raven.
I know, yeah. I really thought Infinity was going to take that one. They were just playing so quick. They were making decisions really quick. That I think the early on smoke into the enemy jungle to pick off the Sven. That was, kind of indicative of how that game was going, the quick decision, like you said, to go take that Rax. They were able to take top Rax pretty cleanly, but, Raven's able to hang in there and, not giving up, played really well. I mean, the team fights just started going their way. The Crystal Maiden being huge, I think that was a big factor. And later on, once you got those BKBs, the freezing fields were a big deal in these fights. So, able to turn that around, and without a super hard carry, able to take the game. They're just able to control the heck out of that Sven and make the fights go their way.
I mean, they do have a Nature's Prophet, buddy. They've got the super hard carry, man. I mean, it was just in the off lane role, and I mean, maybe I muted myself.
I could hear you just fine.
Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah.
Production
No, you're good.
selling me fake news here. As yeah. So that I think that really. I mean that wraps up the game number 1 is Ravens with quite the impressive victory. We are going to go ahead and cut to a quick break before going back to Lil and the panel to discuss game number 1.